are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Cleveland Browns. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Okay, my tablet might need to charge for a minute. It's charging right now. I've had it charged for like 20 minutes, so it shouldn't be that much. I was so bad you can get NBA 2K20. And you won't regret it. It's really fun. Come on, triple threat. Nico. Three.
On first down, Bowen. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Hey, Orbit! It's out of time. Right here, guys. Mike 51, Mike 51.
They'll run on first down. It's Bowen. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Browns' 42-yard line.
Okay, Trey.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On the toss, here's Balazs. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
I'm already in. Oh, there's a lot of people.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Hey, team 6. Team 6. Oh, you got D? Hey! 58 to Mike. Hey, Foxtrot.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And he will take it on out to the 20-yard line. Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy, take care of the football, we're on the road. You're a youngster, let's not make mistakes early. But now the conversation will shift to, okay, put it behind you, move on. Long way to go in this one.
First carry for Nick Chubb, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw is Mahomes, and he rifles one incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That's out to Chubb, complete. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got some turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
On first down, Chubb going to get forward for only about a couple. 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Josh Jones in on the stop. From the 35 on second down, Mahomes. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the Grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. Man, that's trash. 15. Check, 55 to Mike. Echo. I got him. My side.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. Excellent effort defensively by him. 2 tackles for a loss last week, now 1 here in the first quarter.
He's an absolute disruptor, isn't he? And I think most offenses would love to go against guys who just want to hold the point of attack and try and keep things clean for their linebackers. But when they make those moves and they can get upfield, past the offensive line into the backfield, that's hard to handle.
Looking to throw on second down. Morton, he sets to fire deep. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Noah Fant with touchdown number 12 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Elliott good on the extra point. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Mahomes to throw. Dancing to his left. This is the tight end, Njoku. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Yellow,
on first down, they'll run with Chubb, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
On 2nd and 12, Mahomes. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Now here's Mahomes, forced out to his left. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 31-yard line.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory, down at the 31. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mahomes, flush to his right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots in the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 15-yard line.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. To throw, it's Mahomes. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
On first down, Bowen slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Balaj. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down. Off the play fake. Morton, he's going to walk one deep left side here. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Then all the way in for a Miami touchdown. DK Metcalf. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0.
I got this website where it tells us the Maverick scores and stuff. Trey, what are you playing? Ow! My name's Bruce. My name's Bruce, and this is the Trey spelling on me.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
You have to see it for yourself. No. Oh, someone stop!
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They'll keep it on the ground again here. Able to power through. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
45. Yep. It starts at 5 o'clock today and ends at 5 o'clock tomorrow.
I ain't missing nothing, bro. Carl, you're doing great.
But you have to get 42 wins within that time. No, I lied about 42 wins, 25.
The Browns drive about to get started. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. That one is caught by Hunt. Yeah, this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I'm landing at this house.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
We're We're going to do similar to the Sky Base, but we're not going to build up in the sky.
Here we go, 4th down, Mahomes. Got an open man, that's David Njoku, the tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A pickup of 24, and that's where the play began, the 24-yard line.
Why are you so far from me, Trey?
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Well, land as close as you can. You got a long?
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
That takes too much math. And
Mahomes going to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now Mahomes out to his left. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So coming up empty here to start the 3rd quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
Well, I'm directly below you.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position.
Trey, I found something we need. A Beyond bazooka. A banded bazooka. I didn't get any match. I only have 85 materials. And
On the double.
Okay. Come on. Trey, what I got?
They'll run on 1st down. It's Bowen. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
You want the bazooka? Okay.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. Fighting to stay upright. Escaping the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. Coming off the line, he's been wreaking havoc all year. And look, that's why, as a result, he's getting some looks for Defensive Player of the Year in the NFL.
And I know that many people don't have him first on their list right now, but he deserves that type of consideration.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
I'm going to go get something to eat. I haven't literally ate since breakfast, since before the game. I'm hungry.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And down he'll go at the 25. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Mahomes now to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Okay. Watch out, I'm still near.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on fourth down? Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
What mode are y'all playing, sir?
Close encounter. Someone throw grenades at me, Trey.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down.
Hey, 43.
They'll try and throw for it here. Flushed out right. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
Wait, there's a chest right here. I'm good. No, I'm good. There's a chest right here. Actually, yeah, I won't.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jerome Baker, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say guy in this guy does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching. This is caught inside the 15. And he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the third quarter. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
Hit for 22.
Check. 15.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Browns get a score closer.
Defensively by now, you know his ability. You know he has it in him to take off and run.
Yeah, because they knew coming into this game, but we've already seen examples in this contest that he can run the football.
I think they're going to examine different ways to rush him now. Are they going to do it with different lanes? Are they going to use a spy? But they have to come up with options because right now, he's hurting them.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Charles, you said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but This offense just a little too good, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm in the fourth
really
quarter.
are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
On first
No, I'm
down,
losing this time.
Bowen.
This guy, he always
And
beats
he's
me.
taken down,
He always
able
beats me
to
regular
slip
season, and then I
across
beat him in the playoff.
35. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins
He has
have
the
a
Dolphins.
first down. Now, I think we can
I
get
have
used
the-
to
but I'm
seeing
the
more
dude-
of that
I
in
have the
this
dude in
fourth
brown.
quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a
What's up,
game,
man?
plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and it's second down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside
Green Bay's not
routes
in the Super
and you
Bowl.
need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Trey, it's the Chiefs that I want to win. Dum-dum. Jump. Jump. I'm going to beat you to the ground.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Throwing again. Morton. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 41-yard line. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 41. Operating from the gun, Morton. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great. And they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They run it with Balaj. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kalen Balaj, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Elliott on for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Yeah, I have my Trey.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
His teammate was probably already coming towards us.
The Browns drive about to get started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Almost need a run now.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it a second down.
No!
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Davidson. Mahomes now on first down. Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Buying time to his left. He'll run it. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They're going to look to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Nick Chubb, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And a man out of the backfield gets in for the score. Point after, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
But if I play, y'all won't be able to do the close encounters.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total.
That's true. But it's partially the ref's fault.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw again. Morton. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Greedy Williams picks it off, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Trey, watch your mouth.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll roll him out right. He's going to let it fly. And that'll it'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Steps away. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Mahomes to throw. This is the tight end, Njoku. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards that time. Looking to throw.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes escaping the pressure right to the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time, but now it's 3rd and goal.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. The Miami defense trying to keep him out. They haven't let him in yet. Can they hold again here on 3rd and goal? Now it's Mahomes again. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Now the Browns lead.
Trey, I'm far from you. I'm far from you. I'm far from you. I was forced to land over here. There was someone shooting me in the air, and I was forced to land over here.
Use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I saw.
Y'all get done if I
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Bowen looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I just hit someone with the grenade. Yes. They were sitting down and literally I bombed them. Okay, watch out.
The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
I literally hit him for Hey, he's so...
Set. 51. So we got man.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
Oh, is that true? You care like you're both? Dang.
Yeah, baby. We got it.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that. But also, you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. We'll see if they bring that pressure. And Charles, in this one, the fourth quarter became a lot more interesting, I know, than I anticipated. Probably you anticipated. A comeback bid falling just a little bit short.